I am your host, Kemdi, and today I'm joined by Ceez Reynoso. Ceez, how you doing today?
Can't complain, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy that we're finally doing this. I first learned of you through a friend of mine, Riley, who's been on another podcast that I do on this particular media platform called the Culture Clubhouse.
All right. Shout out Riley.
Yeah, shout out Riley. And this is a different show I do that's more sports related.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't done it for a while, actually. It's just hard to find people that want to talk about sports that have like a schedule that works with mine.
Sure.
So it's been a while. So I'm glad I'm kind of doing this, and I'm glad we're talking about this because we both love sports. And in this particular episode, we're talking about a particular moment in sports history that kind of stands out to both of us.
Both of us. I think most people, it stands out, but I think to us specifically because we were like a lot, like we were young during the, we got to see it. We got to like live it, experience it. It was, to me, it's the greatest championship run ever.
Yeah, it's an insane memory to have. Not many are probably still going to watch it, but it just won't hold the same weight as it did being there.
Mm-hmm.
And that memory, of course, is the 2016 Cavaliers coming back from a 3-1 down 3-1 in the finals,
deficit to the Golden State Warriors,
who at the time were the team with the greatest regular season record in NBA history.
Some say the greatest regular season team of all time.
Yeah, but as others say, don't mean a thing.
It doesn't mean shit
without the ring.
It don't. Wait, can we curse?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
For sure. Fuck.
Yeah.
No. It's to me, man. It coming back 3-1, like, and then just all the drama that led to that run. I don't know where we're starting at, like early in the beginning, and then we'll talk about it, or what?
Yeah,
for sure. Go ahead.
So basically, I want to start off with everything that led up to this point. So we're gonna go way back, and I mean back to when the Cavaliers first became a team in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts in 1970. The Cleveland Cavaliers were founded, and they're pretty irrelevant through the early 70s. And it wasn't until the mid to late 70s where they started becoming like more of a thing. So they moved to Richfield Coliseum in Cleveland. And this guy named Bill Fitch became their coach. There's actually a funny story about him because they weren't very good when he first got hired. And he forgot his credentials when he was trying to get into the arena. And security wouldn't let him in. And he literally just went, "Why the fuck would I lie about being the coach of a team that hasn't won a single game this season?"
That's fire.
Yeah.
The security guard's like, "On God, you right."
Yeah.
You're right, bro. My fault.
But some key names from this time are players named Austin Carr and another player named Nate Thurmond. Nate Thurmond, people may know him a bit more from the 60s and early 70s era. And Austin Carr was a early Cleveland draft pick that had a promising like upside, but he never really reached his like true potential just due to injuries, unfortunately. But 1975-76 is where this era of the Cavs reached their high point. They won 49 games, their first winning record, and their first playoff appearance. They had this really unexpected playoff run, this miracle run, which is known as the Miracle of Richfield.
Okay.
But it ended in a loss in the conference finals to the Celtics in 6, unfortunately. But there's this very great moment where in the first round, or no, I think it was the second round, where they one of their players scores like a game-winning layup against the Washington at the time, the Bullets.
Yeah, the Bullets. That's right.
What a terrible name for a team with such a violent
so crazy
history.
With the sniper?
Yeah.
With the DC sniper, it's crazy.
But so that happens, and everyone thinks, oh my gosh, they're going to go on, they're going to win the finals. But their best player, Jim Chones, which cool ass fucking name, by the way.
Chones is crazy.
Yeah, Jim Chones. He gets injured kind of during warm-ups, I think, or either during warm-ups or in between series, so he doesn't play much of the conference finals.
Uh-huh.
And they, of course, like I said, they go out to the Celtics in 6.
Is that the Bill Russell Celtics?
No, by this point he had retired. He retired in 69.
What Celtics?
So this is like the John Havlicek.
John Havlicek was a dog. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
John Havlicek, Dave Cowan Celtics. And they actually go on to win the finals that year. In a more interesting and also interesting story, the 1976 NBA Finals, Game 5 is considered one of the greatest games ever played. On like a little bit of a tangent here, because of all these things that happen. Because it there was this rule at the time that if you called a timeout and you didn't have any timeouts, you would you'd of course get the timeout, but then the other team would get 2 free throws.
Oh shit.
But then you would get the ball back. Yes.
That's a broken ass rule.
Yeah,
if you have a shooter, yeah.
After this, because the Celtics, I think the Cavs were down by, or not the Cavs, the Celtics, no, the Suns. They played the Suns in the finals that year.
Oh shit.
And the Suns were down by 1. So they called the timeout. They didn't have any timeouts though. So the Celtics shot 2 free throws. Oh no, I think it was 2 shots and I can't remember the name of the player. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he shoots a shot to tie the game with like I think a second left of the game. It's like, and what's even crazier is when they had that 1 second left in the game, basically, to shoot the shot beforehand, everyone thought the Celtics had won. They started crashing onto the field because this is back before David Stern was the NBA commissioner.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I think he was like
he was the one that stopped it. That's why they stopped people running onto the
court.
Yeah,
basically, because the game wasn't over. Yeah,
yeah. And somebody runs onto the court and like the referees are telling them there's still 1 second left, and like 2 referees get into fights with like people on the court. This would never happen. This would be the most insane
no
thing to
Adam
happen
Silver would fucking nuke Staples Center if that happened.
Yeah, and then they have to get all that commotion, and then afterwards, then the shot goes in and ties the game, and then that was a sort of a triple overtime.
Oh shit!
But the sad thing is, after all that, the Suns still lost the game, and the Celtics won the next game. Yeah. But anyways, so after that, like really big success in the
conference finals,
the conference finals,
making it to the conference finals.
Yeah, they sort of peter out. They never get that far again in the 70s, and by 79-80, they kind of just like missed the playoffs entirely. Bill Fitch goes on to coach a better team, the Celtics, ironically.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's the coach from like 79 until about 84 or 80 until 84. So he wins 1 championship with the Celtics, the Larry Bird Celtics, before he was replaced.
He was the coach. What was Red Auerbach? He was
the GM by that point. He stopped being the coach of the Celtics in the 60s, and then replaced himself with Bill Russell,
the player coach.
Yeah,
crazy bars.
You can't do that anymore because of salary cap violations. But yeah,
that's can you imagine such a racist fucking town being like, fuck it, dude, he's winning.
Yeah.
Let him coach. Let him be the president. Fuck it. Let him dress up as the mascot while you're at it.
I mean, this is the same city that also broke into his house, destroyed his memorabilia, and then shit in his trophies.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is, did they have the shit ready, or did they just like produce it at the time of breaking into the house?
No, they produced it.
Yeah.
They produced it. You know how mad you gotta be to shit on command? To shit on cue?
That's hatred right there.
Yeah, but you know what, man? Like, but obviously there's gonna be fucking racist people in Boston, but like, I mean, the city did fuck with him pretty hard.
Yeah,
and he was doing like civil rights shit. You know what I mean? Like he was really vocal about civil rights. So like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be blowback from that kind of stuff, but
yeah.
He was a player coach and winning. It wasn't like he was a player coach and they were just all right.
They went to the finals almost every year.
That shit's crazy. Yeah. Was it 11 championships in 13 years?
Yeah. So he was the player coach for 2 of those finals.
Insane run.
Yeah.
Insane. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
So now we're going to go into what I think is the most damaging era to the history of the Cleveland Cavaliers and to the league to some degree. This is the Ted Stephien era. Now, if you've ever played 2K,
Yeah.
you'll see there's like a rule that you can turn off called the Stephien Rule.
Mm-hmm.
It's based off this guy. So Ted Stephien was a Cleveland businessman. He purchased the Cavaliers in 1980, and he wanted to turn them into a winner, but he instead became one of the most infamous owners in NBA history. There were frequent coaching changes, going from Stan Albeck to this guy named Bill Musselman to a guy named Don Delaney to a guy named Bob Kloppenberg, and also Chuck Daly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He did not last very long. He was actually fired because, you know, the team sucked and it was blamed on him. Even players were like, at the time, they're like, dude, this guy is not a bad coach. Like, we're just not good.
Yeah.
But the owner was like, I don't care.
We're firing him. Yeah,
Yeah.
He scapegoated him, yeah.
There was constant roster turnover and little long-term planning, and one of the craziest things he did was trade away future picks for mediocre role players, which we're about to get into, but I want to talk about how racist this guy is. I want to read you one of his quotes.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that whites should have a position in the athletic world. Sometimes they've given it up. Professional sports in general would gain greater respect if whites competed more with blacks in athletics as much as blacks want to compete more in the business world.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
No. I'm just kidding. No, yeah. I mean, that's a white guy that's like, we used to fucking shoot threes and now you're dunking. Like that screams like white guys should get a shot.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you've been having a shot. You guys
There's
were
literally another quote where he's like, white people should have white heroes. That's why I want white players on this team.
Oh my God. This fool would have loved Larry Bird.
Oh my God.
This fool would have loved Larry Bird. Yeah, but I mean, that's like, have you ever heard like that, Shane Gillis has that Jackie Robinson joke where he talks about where he's like, here comes Curly Q with the ball and then pitching to the colored fellow from Brooklyn, Jackie Robinson. And he winds up, lets it go. Oh, fuck.
That's the last time
cool. Talked cool. Yeah, that's the last time they talked cool. It screams of that. Like, yeah, that's insane. White people should have white heroes, and now all they have is Jason Williams, bro.
That's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous.
No,
to say that.
bro, Jason Williams is my hero. I one day dream of being able to say the N-word with as much conviction as him, dude. So insane. But Jason Williams was you're right. It's not insane. He's a stud. He was a stud. I mean,
I honestly don't think he was ever complete as a player until he got to Miami, though.
Because the Heat culture turned his ass. It makes you work hard.
Yeah, and he got a championship.
Work hard or get left. You know what I mean, or get left out. No. It is what it is. But bro, when he was doing like the behind the back elbow pass,
oh my God!
I mean, come on, bro. Everyone wanted to play like him when I was a kid. Yeah. Everyone wanted to play like him. Him and Kobe. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead with was it the Stephien Rule?
Stephien Rule. So basically,
he was just trading first round picks for.
The worst of these is in 1982. Mm-hmm. The Cavs were already headed toward the lottery, and they trade their pick in the upcoming 1982 draft. I think. Let me check what the Cavs record was real quick. 1981, 82 Cavs record. So this year they went 15-67.
Damn, they were cooking.
It is tied for the lowest winning percentage in franchise history. So they had that record, and he decided to trade their what turned out to be the number one pick in the 1982 draft to the Los Angeles Lakers, who would go on to win the championship that year.
Yeah.
Who
did they draft?
James Worthy. Dude.
James Worthy's crazy, bro. James Worthy's in the Hall of Fame, no?
James Worthy is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Oh, for what? What did they get in return?
I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Like, it's like some guy, like, I don't even think he was on the team the next season. It's the crazier thing.
They got Delonte West for him and shit.
Delonte West would have been better from what I remember.
Current Delonte West would have been better.
Honestly. At least he knew how to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, shoot up. But
Yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
But basically, the Cavaliers are so depleted of draft steps. He just kept especially to he traded the most to Dallas. Actually, Dallas got a lot of picks through, and they through Cleveland, and they actually ended up making the conference finals in the late '80s, and they were a contender for a little bit, not like a serious contender, but just like a fringe.
Yeah.
And their GM was like, I was scared to go to lunch or go to the bathroom because I was afraid I was going to miss a call from Cleveland
to fucking trade picks.
Yeah.
Oh God, for just role players.
Yeah. So the NBA actually had to create a rule because of him. Teams cannot trade away first round picks in consecutive future drafts.
Huh.
Yeah. And actually, so somebody new came around. This guy named Gordon Gund. He's a blind man. Well, partially blind. I don't know about fully blind, but like very partially blind. And what happened was the NBA felt bad about what happened, so they allowed them to buy back draft picks. So they could buy picks in like certain rounds and stuff like that. And with that, they were able to start like their like kind of rebuild in like the
was he the owner
80s.
Or Stephien?
Stephien was the owner, but he actually at one point he attempted to move the team, even though he was so hated and reviled by everyone. He tried to move the team to Toronto. He was going to make them the Toronto Towers.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, but he
Did
eventually
he sold the team, or
he sold it to Gordon Gund, the blind man.
Okay,
I was talking
cool.
about. And they began a rebuild of players that included Mark Price.
Even a blind man can see this team is ass.
Yeah.
He's like, you're right. I do see that. It is ass.
Yeah.
We gonna fix it, but they're ass. I can see it.
He saw the future. Though.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He was blinded by the light of the future.
He had a third eye.
Yes.
One could say he had a third eye that was also blind. Go ahead.
But we've got Mark Price. We've got Brad Daugherty.
Okay.
We've got Larry Nance Sr. We've got Craig Elo, and we've got Ron Harper.
Okay.
These were the best Cleveland teams before LeBron. They were consistent contenders, and they were excellent regular season teams.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is that they played during the time of Michael Jordan.
That's everyone's problem during that time, bro.
So one of the biggest moments from their team is the 88-89 season, where they at one point had the best record in the league.
It was the shot, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they actually fell behind Detroit, and they ended up the 2 seed, and the 7th seed was unfortunately the Chicago Bulls. And they had this like very good like back and forth 5-game series with the Cavs. This is back when first round was just 5 games. It was like that way until 2003.
Yeah.
Because more money.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. I was there. Yeah, I was alive. Yeah.
And the shot happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's a infamous little shot where I'm sure anyone who's watched The Last Dance has seen the shot over Craig Elo, where Jordan just kind of dribbles, jumps, and it feels like he's in the air forever.
Oh, it's where he like holds it. He not double clutches it. He just holds it because his shot wasn't landing.
Yeah.
He like even said like my shot wasn't landing. It was going off the back. So I decided to hold it for a little longer. And it froze the defense. The defense, like the defender, what was it? Elo jumps up and he's like going for the block, and he doesn't let it go. So he's kind of like just stays there. And because Jordan had so much fucking airtime, when he pulled his legs up after he would jump, he just stayed there a little bit and just whoop. But he held it. I think he talks about it. He's like he held it a second longer because he was hitting the back iron the whole time. Crazy to have that like mind, like, okay, if my shot is going off the back, I just got to hold it a little longer.
Yeah.
And it's a nice shot. Fuck it.
It's one of my favorite game winners, honestly.
It's gas.
It just looks so satisfying, like the way like it looks.
It's technically sound, right? But he holds it forever. You know what I mean? Like a shooting coach would be like, fucking shoot it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Let it go. Use the momentum of your legs and your jump to fucking let it go. But yeah, he just knew his body and his shot well enough to know, like, okay, it's going off the back iron. Let me hold it for a bit.
Yeah. But
sick aura farming too in the middle of the air, just fucking
honestly, yeah. And then like the afterwards where he's just like celebrating, he's just like,
the
get the
fist,
fuck out of here.
get the fuck out of here. The fist, yeah, that shit's fire, so fire.
But it would begin basically a trend in the of this period of like Cleveland sports misery, because the Cavs lose to the Bulls before in '88, like we just mentioned, '89 to the shot. In '92, they actually have a really good run to the conference finals, but they of course face the Bulls and they get eliminated, and they do not make the conference finals again until 2007. 93 they lose to the Bulls. 94 they lose to the Bulls. That is
all of Jordan's run.
Yeah, pretty much. One of them in '94, Jordan wasn't even on the team. They lost to Scottie Pippen in the Bulls.
I mean, but they were fucking good.
They were good.
I think they were like a 55-win team.
55-win team, third seed. Pippen was like, I think, second or third in MVP that year.
Yeah.
I
think I like Pippen. I think it is lame that they give him shit for like, he is lame for not getting back in the game.
Yeah.
For that shit, it is super lame, and it is like demoralizing for your team when your leader's like hyper selfish that way.
Yeah.
But like, he should have shot the last shot. Like, win or lose, like he was the driving force of that team for that season. And I mean, all of the seasons, him and Jordan were the fucking big 1-2 punch, in my opinion, right? Yeah, sure, fucking, was it Kerr gets the shot and it goes in?
Yeah.
Like, great, right? But like, I would feel some type of way if I'm Scottie Pippen. Jordan's gone, and then they're still like, we don't trust you with that last shot. You know what I mean?
I understand. Because
when Jordan gave it to Kerr, Jordan chose. He was like, hey, Steve, be ready. I'm gonna hit you with it. But so that's his decision, you know? Because he knows that the defense is gonna fucking sag off of him.
Yeah.
And that, you know what I mean? That's just him making the choice. But this is Phil Jackson being like, sorry, Scottie, we're going to go with the fucking shooter guy. Yeah, I would have felt some type of way. I would have still played the game. You know what I mean? I would have gone in there because I'm not like that. But, I mean, egos are crazy, especially when you're like, it's his year of like, where it's my team now.
Yeah.
That would hurt. That would mess my psyche up.
One thing about Scottie Pippen that I like, something that kind of like I'd never thought of before, and I went like, wow, was, you know, everyone's always like, what is like this Scottie Pippen game? And somebody said to me, that should have been the flu game. That should have been the Scottie Pippen.
Where he took over?
Yeah, that should have been the Scottie Pippen game.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
I think
the MJ flu game.
I think in my opinion, the Scottie Pippen game is when they tell him to guard Magic and he fucking locks his ass up.
I agree. I think that 30 because he scores like 30 and he clinches the series in Game 5 in '91.
Yeah,
I think that's probably.
But that's because remember, bro, Jordan was getting fucking cooked by Magic Johnson. Because Magic Johnson is a huge fucking guy.
He is.
And like we said, like earlier, we talked about it. Jordan's like attributes weren't like extraordinary. He wasn't like LeBron is a specimen, right? Like prime LeBron. That's a fucking professional football player. That's a professional athlete. Period.
Yeah.
Like Jordan was what, 6'6", maybe?
Yeah.
You know what? He had huge hands for sure, but 6'6", not hyper athletic. Or he could jump out of the fucking thing, but his handle wasn't super crazy. You know what I mean? He just was great at what he did. But Magic Johnson was huge, and he could pass the shit out of the ball.
6'9", yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that fucking 3 inches in basketball is a huge deal, especially when the guy could pass like that.
Yeah, I honestly think that like that series would have been a lot closer, and it was a lot closer. Like you just say in the Last Dance, they're just like, yeah, they got one game out of us, and that was it. But it was like you watch Game 3, they were blowing the Bulls out.
Bro,
they had a 20-point lead in that series, or in that game.
It was like this past Spurs series, where they were in the lead like 70% of the fucking series. Crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's the Scottie Pippen game, but obviously it gets overshadowed by how great Jordan was.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Oh yeah, back to Cleveland. So they also lose to the Knicks in 1990, and then
is that the Ewing? Is that Patrick Ewing?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
And then in 95 and 96, they also lost the Knicks.
Dude, Patrick Ewing right now looks like everyone's like Jamaican dad and shit, dude. Like
I feel like he has some Jamaican.
He's for sure Jamaican. There's no way he's not. I forget who said it. I think it was like one of those. I think it was Jesus and Mero. They said that he looked like a Jamaican accountant. Where he's like, I think they did the accent. It was like, I used to be MBA, but now I'm CPA. So, but he does. I look at him and I'm like, bro, Patrick Ewing is not like there's someone has a Jamaican like uncle or dad or grandpa that looks like Patrick Ewing.
You know, I'm never going. My favorite Patrick Ewing moment is not any moment in the NBA. It's when he was like coaching for Georgetown.
Oh my God, I love that shit. Yeah, I love that one.
Step back, one-legged. What type of shot is that?
Step back, one-legged, turn around shot. What type of shot is that? Is that your shot? Do you practice that shot? And then the kid must have said yes because he goes, when? It's so good, bro. It's a step back, one-legged, turn around shot. That's your shot. You practice that shot. When? So the kid had to be like, yeah. Because like that's that Carmelo thing where Shumpert's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, give me the ball. And he's like, Shump, I practice those shots. I make those shots. Like, I can make those shots. That's why I'm taking this turnaround baseline jumper. I make that shot.
Yeah.
But that kid's not Carmelo Anthony. You know? When? Oh, that's my favorite. That's absolutely my favorite. I'm so glad that, bro, I make that reference all the time when someone tells me like at work when they say some shit. I'm like, when, bro? When the fuck did you send me that email?
It's equivalent to like actually like another modern day one is like, oh my goodness, Valentine, no, that was not the shot to take at that moment. Yeah.
That shit's so good. Goodness, Valentine, no, that is not the time. Oh my God, dude, I miss Shaqtin' a Fool, bro.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't watch. I try to avoid the ESPN games as much as I can.
Okay.
But that's the only time that they're ever on inside the NBA.
I love Mike Breen.
Yes,
Mike Breen's my fucking guy, dude. But what is it? James for the three, long rebound to Bosch, whips it to long rebound to Bosch, whips it to Allen, shoots the three, bang.
Oh,
bang,
I used to know it so
bang.
well. It's like I like knew it from memory.
I did too.
Point.
Yeah, I used to know it as well.
It's like James hits the three, no good. Rebound Bosch, back out to Allen, bang, and then tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Also, why is Duncan not in that?
I think they were thinking that they wanted like perimeter people out there. But to be fair, they should have had Duncan in the game because if Duncan grabs that rebound,
he's your best fucking player.
Yeah. But the argument I've always found interesting: if they get that rebound, they win the series. Do they win the next year?
Ooh, the next year or the next game? What do you mean?
The next year, like 2014. The Spurs win 2014.
If the Spurs win that series, do they win again?
Because then they don't become like the ultra Spurs, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, no, they were fucking pissed. Yeah. They were pissed, bro. They had that game locked in.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, all right, let's get to the.
Yeah, let's get back to the Cavs.
Yeah.
So Cleveland sports
Williams, goddamn it.
Misery. So from like mid to late 90s up until early 2000s are what I consider the wilderness years.
Okay.
There's the Sean Kemp trade that, worked really well for a year and then it kind of floundered, especially after he gained like 100 extra pounds during the lockout.
Yeah.
The Andre Miller, DeJuan Wagner years.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's actually a really good interview about LeBron. So let's talk about LeBron, an Akron native, played at St. Vincent St. Mary. His games were nationally televised on ESPN2 and ESPN1 at some point.
The chosen one.
The Sports Illustrated cover, of course. There's an interview by the 2002-2003 Cavs, so basically the team that they tanked to get LeBron.
When they're asking him, like, how do you think he's going to impact the team?
Yeah, they're like, we have better players than him on our team already.
So I think he's going to learn some shit from us. I think he can learn from us. And bro, what are you going to teach this for?
Yeah. What's interesting about that is I bet they were probably just thinking about DeJuan Wagner because DeJuan Wagner was a very also hyped prospect that got drafted the year before.
Yeah.
And he just ended up not being ready. But then he also got injured.
Yeah.
So they were probably also in that mindset. That's the only reason I don't put it past them. That's just like, we didn't know, you know?
Say, but back then, bro, injuries would fucking ruin you.
Yeah.
Imagine,
it happened
imagine,
so quickly.
imagine Brandon Roy if he had like modern day medicine.
Well, even if he had modern day medicine, I think he just had like this thing that like even when he got to the NBA, his I think his cartilage in his knees was just like
He was cooked.
it was never
He was cooked.
he at some point, I think by like 2 years into his career, he was like, yeah, it's like bone on bone right now.
Yeah, but you could have like there's ways that like they could teach you to fucking run and shoot
Yeah.
to where you know what I mean? Like there's sports science now is so much different than it was before.
And Portland's medical staff needs to never work in the NBA again.
Also,
like he got surgery, like I remember in 2010, and then he came back like 12 days after his surgery for the 2010 playoffs.
Bro, yeah. No, it is what it is.
Insane. But what also is what it is that the Cavaliers got the number 1 pick overall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, other names in this course, the number 1 pick overall in the 2003 draft. And aside from LeBron, other notable names in this this draft were Carmelo Anthony, of course, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Darko Milicic, Chris Kaman. That's a deep cut. And Kirk Heinrich. Yeah. Ooh, and David West.
Mm-hmm.
And Kendrick Perkins. Yeah.
Big perk.
But what's interesting about this too is the kind of like sliding doors moment that could have happened. So the Cavaliers did get the number 1 pick, but there was another team who only got their pick that year if they got the number 1 pick, and it was the Memphis Grizzlies, who had recently relocated from Vancouver. That's right. Their GM was Jerry West, who had recently left the Lakers, and their team at that time consisted of Mike Miller, Shane Battier, Pau Gasol, and, as we talked about before, Jay Will.
The GOAT. But
bro. Think of that team, though. That's a really interesting team.
It's a great team, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good team.
And then with Jerry West as the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's interesting, especially when we see what, you know, LeBron had to deal with later on. But basically
Delonte West.
Yeah. So 2003, the year before they got LeBron, they had 17 wins. 2003, 2004, great rookie season. It won him Rookie of the Year, which is controversial because Carmelo Anthony did win Rookie of the Month every single month and still did not get Rookie of the Year. Now, I would have think the better thing to do between them would have been to do a co-Rookie of the Year. They've done that before with Grant Hill and Jason
Kidd. That's right. Yeah.
But they didn't. They also missed the playoffs, and while Carmelo made the playoffs, so it's like, what are we comparing here?
Yeah.
2005, they were a playoff contender in the East until they collapsed near the end, and their GM stupidly traded away their 2005 first-round pick because he thought they were going to make the playoffs. They just bottomed out near the end. 2006, going into 2006, the 05-06 season, they actually tried to get at 2 notable free agents. One was Ray Allen, who at the time was on the Seattle Supersonics, RIP.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Yeah. And he apparently just was like, nah, man, I think we're going to do it here in Seattle. I feel like we're going to be here a long time. And, he didn't know. And then the other one was Michael Redd.
Okay.
Michael Redd was interested, and they were going to bring out the Brinks truck for him, but he said he wanted to be the guy on his own team, which at the time was the Milwaukee Bucks, which didn't work out great. They never got out of the first round while he was the main guy there. And yeah. But 05-06, it's a really good season for the Cavs. They win 50 games for the first time in since the 90s.
Yeah. Since
Larry
Nance senior team.
Yeah. And LeBron wins the scoring title. LeBron is in the MVP conversation, but it's him that year, it's Dirk that year, it's Kobe that year, but who wins it? Steve Nash.
Yeah, but I mean, didn't they have the best record at the time?
No, that was the year before. I still think that Nash's career has been tarnished by the rings culture of the NBA nowadays.
Oh, he was a stud, bro.
He
was a
was.
fucking stud.
He is one of the ultimate playoff risers, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if you've seen his 2005 playoffs. I would love to do an episode about this one day. But his 2005 playoffs, specifically his second round against the Mavs, is one of the most impressive things, because he goes from averaging like 15 points a game in the regular season to 30 point, doubles his scoring averages in that series. The final 3 games of that series, he goes off for like a 40-point triple-double near. So he deserved that MVP, especially because he got them to 54 wins without Stoudemire, who only played 3 games that year. So
Stoudemire, another injury kind of thing, bro.
Oh my God, dude.
He was a fucking beast, bro.
Yeah. And especially like when he got that first year with the Knicks too.
Oh yeah, he was a fucking stud.
Yeah. Like, it, honestly, like, that was another reason, like, the Carmelo Knicks didn't work out, because he just, like, if they had a point guard that, like, worked with them, and, like, Stoudemire's knees didn't go out, Carmelo just, tried to fit with it.
Carmelo needed the ball in his hand all the time, though, which, like, would not have allowed for a point guard to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Carmelo Anthony could have averaged fucking 6-7 assists a game if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I
think Chauncey talked about this once.
He could have averaged a triple-double every year, bro. The guy's so fucking talented, but he just wanted his buckets and he wanted his money, and he didn't. I mean, imagine a Carmelo Anthony that stayed in shape the way LeBron did. Because he wasn't like, Carmelo Anthony was never like a ripped dude.
Yeah.
He was, if anything, he was like a Paul Pierce kind of body, but like bigger, right? Like kind of a chubby guy that could just shoot the fuck out of it and use his size against other people.
There was something that, like, there's something that Kobe and LeBron, they both have, that, like, they kind of realize, like, I need to win and I need to do this and this and this. And it feels like Carmelo knew that he had to do that particular thing, but he just didn't want to.
Oh, bro, it's what's that boxing saying? It's hard to get punched in the face when you're waking up in silk sheets.
Yeah.
When you're getting paid like that. I mean, bro, think about that Nuggets team. If he would have like stayed and not chased the bag like that.
The 2009 Nuggets, the ones that made that conference finals run.
They were fucking great.
Yeah.
They ran into a superb Kobe team.
Yeah.
I would say the best team constructed for Kobe Bryant's style of play.
Yeah.
Right? A big that could pass, right, in Gasol. A bunch of fucking solid defenders and 3-point shooter guys that could kind of like get their shots. And a bunch of slashers.
Yeah.
Like, we're not well, I wouldn't say a bunch of 3-point like specialists, but guys that can make they can make open threes, right? And then they could slash and fucking and draw and do a bunch of fucking pick and roll type shit.
Odom at his peak,
yeah. They had fucking dude. Shannon Brown was a fucking stud off the bench. Shannon Brown was a fucking beast. They had a good team. That's why I hate the narrative of like, Kobe fucking took bums to the finals. Like, not that year.
Not that year.
Not that year. Not the year against the Celtics the first time.
No.
All those years. Yes, bro. He had ass teammates for years before that. Yes, he did. For sure, he had some shitty teams. But those teams that he went to the finals with, yeah, they weren't like superstars, but they were constructed perfectly for him.
Yeah.
It reminded me, like the way that the Bucks set up that Giannis championship team.
Mm-hmm.
That was perfect for his style of play. That like Bobby Portis is not a fucking superstar guy.
Yeah.
But he was perfect for the way that he played, that Giannis plays.
Yeah.
That's what that 2009 team was like. I hate when people are like, Kobe took bums to the finals. It's like, bro, Pau Gasol's not a fucking bum.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a fucking Hall of Famer.
Yeah. And speaking of taking bums to the finals, let's talk about the
2007 Cavs. Yeah. Let's go.
So the 2007 Cavs weren't anything particularly special. They surprisingly didn't make a lot of improvements in terms of signing new people. They did get a scorer named Daniel Boobie Gibson.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was 05 or 06 they got him, but he was on the team by that point. And the team was doing okay throughout the year. They were a pretty like okay team, but 2007 just doesn't stand out in particular in the East because it was probably the worst year in like Eastern Conference history.
Mm-hmm.
The number 1 seed was the 50-win Detroit Pistons. Actually, maybe 53-win Detroit Pistons.
The Big Ben and all them bad boys, right? Like,
actually, this is the first season without Ben.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so Ben got pissed off because of how he was used in the 2006 conference finals. He got benched in the fourth quarter, and then like he had a contract. He was going to be a free agent, and the Pistons didn't want to give him the money that the Bulls were going to give him, so he left for the Bulls. The Bulls had a really good year. They actually ended up sweeping the defending champion Heat, which is the first and last time, most recent time that's happened, that the defending champions have been swept out of the first round since the 50s.
And that was the D Wade
Shaq. Yeah. But that was also the same year D Wade.
His knees were cooked. His shoulder was fucked.
Yeah, his shoulder got fucked up. His knees were actually still good because this is like.
I think he wore the fuck out of his knees on that playoff run in that
06
when they won the championship. The utilization that they like the amount of times they went to him.
Yeah,
I think after that year, he cost himself like 20% of how good he was by going so hard. I mean, think about how much. Like, what about like? I mean, everyone talks about the fucking the foul differential and how like he was getting caught. Like, you know what I mean? He was getting free throws like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But the dude was fucking slashing, and even back then, or like even though it wasn't the 90s, they were still beating the shit out of people that were going to the paint.
Yeah.
Right. They were still beating the shit out of people. You had goons still. So I think that team, I think he really fucked himself.
I agree.
But he got a ring. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I would have, if they're like, you want to sacrifice your knees for a championship that you won, like it's your ring.
Yeah, Shaq didn't really do anything.
No, he just kind of drew a little bit of the fucking defense here and there, but he didn't have the same gravity that he did before.
Yeah.
But he was a lob threat and that kind of shit.
Yeah. So the key moments for the Cavaliers come in the playoffs. So in the second round, they pretty interestingly, like they kind of end the J. Kidd, Richard Jefferson, Vince Carter Nets era, because they take them out in 6, including Game 6, which was the last playoff game in New Jersey ever because
they moved.
They do not play in New Jersey anymore, and they probably never will ever again. So they, after taking them out, they faced the Pistons. The Pistons, by this point, had been in the conference finals 4 years in a row, going back to 2003, and everyone's thinking, "Oh, okay, well, there's no Heat, so maybe LeBron can take on this Cavs team, or take on this Pistons team." But the Pistons actually go up 2-0 in the conference finals. But then Cavs tie it up, and then we get Game 5, the 48 special. LeBron scores 48 points, including, I want to say it's like 20 in fourth quarter and overtime combined. I think it's all of the Cavs points in the fourth quarter, if I remember correctly. And he just goes off. It's like his first like truly great. Like in 2006, he had a really good performance against the Wizards, but
against Gilbert Arenas and shit. Yeah.
But this is like a coming out moment, really. And even Steve Kerr said on it, because he was still a color guy at the time. He was like, "This is Jordan-esque."
Yeah.
And it all kind of, the peak moment like that everyone remembers is actually the moment where he's kind of like dribbling the ball, and he like all the Detroit Piston like defenders are keyed on him, and he just goes right past them and just does a layup, wins the game because the Pistons blow their shot to win the game the next game. Then I think it's who is it? Oh, Daniel Boobie Gibson, 30 points in Game 6 to clinch their trip to the finals.
That's right.
Yeah, and then they get fucking mollywopped, dude,
by the Spurs. Yeah, I mean,
it's
the Spurs were. Tim Duncan was at the height of his powers.
Yeah,
right. He was. I mean, and he still was for like the next like 3-4 years, 5 years, maybe even. I would say more than that. He was, but he was at the height of his powers. Which I mean, not a lot of people give him his credit. I would say that he's one of the top 10 players of all time.
Yeah.
He's a fucking, you know what I mean?
Greatest power forward, in my opinion.
I'm right there with you. I think the argument for who's better between him and Kobe is a lot closer than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, I mean, of course they were gonna get fucked. What do you want? Fucking who else was on the Cavs that year?
Well, Daniel Gibson.
Was Mo Cheeks on that team, bro? No,
no, actually not yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's coming, but
he's on his way. Yeah,
he's
yeah,
on his way. So Anderson Varejao was on that team. Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Big Z.
Yeah. You know, they're good, but they're just not championship, and that's why they get swept.
They're not better than any of the teams in the West. They're like contenders. They're just not.
They're not. And then in 2007, they stupidly make the decision. They're like, the front office is like, oh, we made the finals. We don't need to like try again. And we're just like, even though we got swept,
we'll run it back.
We'll run it back.
And that pissed off LeBron.
But then that season, KG, who they were in talks to see if maybe they could pull off a trade for, goes to the Celtics. Ray Allen, someone they whiffed on in free agency, goes to the Celtics. And now there's a new super team.
Yeah.
In the East. They end up playing them the next year in 2008. The series goes 7, surprisingly, but that's mainly due to the strength of Doc Rivers' coaching.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got that there.
No, I got it. I'm a Celtics fan. I know full well the strength of Doc Rivers' coaching.
But it goes to 7. Honestly, it goes to like the last quarter. It's like a very close game, but just a couple turnovers near the end leads to them losing in the second round. And then LeBron gets a little upset because again they've missed on they've whiffed on Carlos Boozer. They whiffed on Ray Allen, Michael Redd, Kevin Garnett, Jason Kidd, and he's like, "I want you to get me someone. I want you to get me a Michael Redd."
I need a number 2. I need a solid number 2. Yeah.
So they're like, "We got you, man, Mo Williams,
Mo Cheeks,
and it looks like it works.
He's not bad. Yeah, no, Mo Cheeks. I know I'm talking shit, but he wasn't terrible.
He's an all-star 08-09.
Yeah, but he's
and the
because who the fuck was passing to him? Yeah.
Yeah, but the Cavs win 66 games.
They ball out. Yeah,
in 2008, 2009.
Yes, they ball out.
LeBron wins his first MVP. I don't know if you remember the commercials with the puppets.
Yes, LeBron and the little yeah.
With him and the Kobe puppets. Everyone thought LeBron Kobe finals, especially after Kevin Garnett gets injured in 2009 with his knee injury. I think he tore his ACL, if I remember correctly.
Some shit like that, yeah.
But so everyone's like, just like a free, just like kind of,
it's a free path to
the finals. I mean, it looks like that way. Like one of my favorite LeBron games is Game 1 of the first round against the Pistons, the last of the Pistons, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was like Iverson was still on the team by that point.
Yeah.
And they swept them. They swept the Hawks, and then they get to Dwight and the Magic. Surprise little road bump.
JJ
but
Redick.
This road bump, Hito Turkoglu, Jameer Nelson, Rafer Alston. This road bump seems to be more of an impasse.
But Dwight was a fucking stud, bro.
He was
so great.
Dude, 40-point closeout.
Yeah.
40-point closeout. And it is amazing, though, because you look back on it, the Cavs barely avoided getting swept.
Yeah.
They actually were one game winner in Game 2 away from getting completely swept.
Mm-hmm.
So it is great that LeBron was able to help win 2 games. Because like a lot of the games, too, are pretty good, like Cavs wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of reminds me of the Knick games from this year, where like if the game were just like in the first half, they would win every game.
Yeah,
but like there's a second half in like basketball games, so they lose, and then Dwight and the Magic go to the finals and face Kobe, and also another closer series than people realize.
Yeah,
there was a goaltending call in Game 2 that didn't get called, and then Game 4, Dwight makes those free throws. It could be easily 3-1, honestly.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. And then 2009, 2010, everyone's like, LeBron's about to leave. He's going to be a free agent next year. We got to get serious. And Cavs are like, yeah, we got to get serious. So they go out and get Shaquille O'Neal, 37 years old, past his prime.
340 pounds.
Yes.
Fucking, yeah.
If it were 1999, that would have been great, but this is 2009. It didn't work out great.
If it was 2006.
Even if it's 2006,
he's still good, yeah.
He's still good. But no, it was kind of like a thing where like Shaq was an all-star the previous year. He had like a little comeback year, which he honestly should have retired after, but he didn't. And he goes to the Cavs.
Was it with the Suns that he had an all-star?
Suns, yeah. And which is interesting because they missed the playoffs that year because Amari got injured. But so they ended up making it back to the playoffs. They sweep the Bulls in round 1, I think, or no, they win in 5 against the Bulls, the Derrick Rose Bulls.
Yes,
and then the second round they face the Celtics again, and they have a 2-1 lead against the Celtics, including Game 3, which is the biggest defeat in I think franchise history by playoffs. LeBron had one of his best games ever, but then something happens. They lose 4 games in a row, or 3 games in a row, and they lose that series. Celtics go back to the finals, and they lose to the Lakers that year. LeBron, there's that that image
also
of him.
Also, a closer series than people realize. It went to 7.
Yeah.
And every game was fucking close.
Oh, my God.
And if Ron Artest doesn't decide to fucking go off, Kobe had a dog shit game that Game 7.
He did. Like, by, I think the second or third quarter. I mean, the score was really low, too. Yeah. Like, it wasn't really till, he woke up and, near the end of the second half that,
he was effective.
Yeah. And even by then, they barely won. They won by 4 points that series. Yeah. I love that ending, though. It's like a storybook ending, but he did play another 6 years afterwards.
Yeah.
But LeBron, actually, D-Wade has talked about this before. He was watching the Game 7, and he calls LeBron. He's like, "You ready to get this over with, man? You tired of this shit?"
Yeah.
And that's when they knew.
Yeah.
That's when they knew.
I mean, that and the Delonte West shit.
Yeah.
I think is a massive. Obviously, it's swept under the rug because LeBron has a lot of power, but I think that shit was. I think that's the nail in the coffin. I think he would have stayed, but also I think he would have stayed if they get him one someone decent, and Delonte West doesn't bang his mom.
Yeah,
even
their pitch too was they were entirely focused on just keeping him. It's like they didn't have anyone else in mind.
Yeah. No.
Which I thought was crazy. Right?
No, it's fucking nuts. Yeah.
They also missed on Amari Stoudemire, too.
Fucking, yeah.
They could have traded for Amari Stoudemire that 09-10 season, but they didn't want to give up some guy named J.J. Hickson, who they thought was more promising. And instead they traded for Antoine Jameson, who was good, but he's not Amari Stoudemire at this point of his career.
Not good enough to keep LeBron there.
Yeah. So July 2010, he takes his talent to South Beach. Fan outrage, jersey burnings, Dan Gilbert's letter in Comic Sans. LeBron goes from beloved superstar to national
Comic
villain.
Sans is fucking crazy.
Yes.
Might as well be bubble letters.
Yeah. Oh my, this is even crazier. Do you remember Fatheads?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron had a Fathead because Dan Gilbert owns the company for Fatheads.
Okay.
He changed the price of his Fathead to I think 17 something. It was 1775 or something like that. It was Benedict Arnold's birthday or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's in Miami. Heatles, Big Three, Wade, LeBron, Bosh. They collapse in the 2011 finals. It's really bad. LeBron has that 8-point game. You could say the defense was key against him, but god damn, 8 points is pretty bad.
It's fucking terrible.
And Dirk Nowitzki, his apex. LeBron has lost 2 finals in very embarrassing showing.
I think Dirk got that fucking ring out of in blood, bro.
Dude,
they had to beat some fucking great teams.
They finished off the last of Brandon Roy. Pause. They took out the 2-time defending champion. They were just swept.
Yeah.
Which has only happened a couple times. It happened to Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets.
Yeah.
And that's also happened to There's one more I can't remember, but yeah, it's pretty surprising just get swept like that.
Yeah.
Not a single game win, but and then they took out the upstart Thunder. So
Yeah. The fucking the baby Thunder. Yeah.
Who would go on to the finals the next year?
Yeah. No, great team.
Yeah.
And the Spurs, they played the Spurs too. No.
No, actually, the Spurs that year, weirdly enough, they got eliminated in the first round by the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, and that was the first playoff series win in their franchise's history. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But LeBron wins in 2012, wins in 2013, and then 2014, something weird happens. Like the Spurs just like annihilate them.
Yeah.
It's honestly like very impressive. Like if anyone's an NBA fan, I implore you, don't watch the highlights. I implore if you want to become fans in the NBA, do not watch just the highlights. Watch the full games, because there are certain things that the ESPN pundits or certain podcasters, not like myself, of course, won't aren't letting you know. They're just like, there's certain narratives that you aren't seeing unless you watch the full games. You got to watch the full games. It's such a different experience. But 2014, the Heat just kind of fall apart in the finals to the Spurs, and it just feels like it's the death of the Miami Heat. Wade, by this point, his knees are cooked. It just feels like he's not the same anymore. Actually, at that point, he was considering retiring entirely after that season. If he just the doctor said they couldn't do anything surgery wise. Bosch, he kind of lucked out with Bosch because no one knew Bosch was going to have those blood clots. So he would have lost Bosch in 2 more years, and then Chalmers, Battier was going to retire. Allen was going to retire. It just wasn't. Didn't seem like things were going great.
It was done. It was then, bro. Everyone's championship window is a lot shorter than everyone thinks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you think like you can have a 5-year stretch where you could maybe win it. Nah, bro, you got a 2-year maybe.
The Thunder never got back.
Bruh. It is what you know what I mean? They should have. They should have beat the fucking Warriors.
But
weren't they up 3-1 to the Warriors?
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1. And then they just proceeded to have 3 of the worst games
ever,
back to back to back.
Yeah. Good old Russell Westbrook doing Russell Westbrook shit.
Well, hey.
And KD fucking pissing down his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pissing down his...
He did. He pussied out. He played like shit.
He did.
He played like shit. And he was like, I need the ball. And it's like, bro, you're fucking... Sometimes, bro, the rim's it's not for you that day.
Yeah.
Some days you got to learn to facilitate. Sometimes you got to learn to pass to Ron Artest in Game 7 of the fucking finals, bro. When foos are hot, you got to fucking feed the hot hand, you know? But I don't know. I feel like, yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
But in 2014, something...
They fell apart.
Yeah, they did. But something happened as a result of that. LeBron decided to come home.
Went back to Cleveland.
Sports Illustrated cover.
I'm coming home. I'm coming. You remember that commercial?
Yeah.
That shit was kind of fire. I'm not gonna
lie. LeBron knows he has unfinished business, and this time there's a new core. There's Kyrie Irving, who they got. I don't know if you've heard the story of how they got Kyrie Irving, because it's not as just simple as them getting the number 1 pick, because they didn't get that.
No. What's the story?
The Clippers, who owned that pick originally, did a Ted Stepien with James Worthy thing, where they already knew they were going into the lottery, but for some reason they traded their pick alongside Baron Davis as salary dump. And they're like, it's not going to be number 1. And that turns out to be number 1.
Fuck.
And
they get Kyrie. Yeah, Cavs get Kyrie.
Cavs get Kyrie. And then
they're asked that season. They are. Because they're in the lottery the very next year. They get Andrew Wiggins.
Well, Dion Waiters.
And
then 2013, they get, do you remember Anthony Bennett?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the guy who did not score at a point in an NBA game until his 7th game.
Yes, bro. Yes. To
be fair, I just feel like that was too much pressure on him. I think if it was any other team.
But the Cavs are ran like shit. They were coached like shit. They were, bro, you're in the lottery damn near 3 years in a row. Like, you're one of the worst teams in the league 3 years in a row.
Yeah. But in 2014, they get who many call Maple Jordan, Andrew Wiggins.
But that's okay. And this is why I hate the narrative where it's like LeBron went back just because Kyrie was there. It's like, bro, Kyrie was he was good, but he was ass. They weren't winning.
Yeah.
His style of play doesn't work when he's the main guy. We've seen it over and over and over again. There's enough. Is he the greatest ball handler ever? In my opinion, yeah. Is he the greatest finisher under the rim ever that I've seen? As far as like double clutch, extra moves, like touch under the rim, yeah, bro. In my opinion, he's the fucking best. But that style of play doesn't win when you're the main. Like it just doesn't.
Yeah.
Clearly, right? If they kept fucking getting these high draft picks, you get what I'm saying? Like
I agree. Yeah.
So
it's not doing anything. Like,
so
there's something missing.
So going back, being like he went back just because Kyrie. He's like, bro, he went back because he went back.
Yeah.
They could have been. You know what I mean? You could have had no one there, and they would have gotten players to go there.
Though I do feel like that Kyrie was more of like a sweetener because it's like, okay, I have someone.
No, I got a fucking stud.
Yeah.
I got a stud for sure. He's a beast, but he's a great number 2.
Yeah. And then Wiggins also. Wiggins, what's interesting is he actually mentioned in his letter, he's like, I'm excited to play with Kyrie.
Oh, yeah,
the other guy. He did not mention Wiggins once. So I think he knew.
He knew they were going to get rid of him? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's when he starts to sort of implement control. That's where the, I think they call it the
LeGM thing started coming. Yeah, because they got, I mean, what, I would get Kevin Love too. He was a fucking stud.
Yeah.
But Kevin Love, and that's also another thing. Kevin Love was a great player on a shitty team.
Yeah.
And he was a very good player on a great team.
Yes.
Right? But like, you gotta understand, like, what's your ceiling? Are you gonna, like, I hate the whole, like, people get worse when they play with LeBron. It's like, yeah, but they win. And people they're like, but he lost. Like, you know, he lost in the, it's like, bro, and this is my argument. If there's 2 Olympians, one of them has 6 gold medals, and there's another Olympian that has fucking 4 gold medals and 7 silver medals, who's the better Olympian? Like, basketball is the only sport where you're vilified for losing in the finals more than you are getting fucking swept in the first round.
Yeah.
It's the only sport, right? Like, yeah, bro, I get it. We play for rings. Like, I played sports my whole life. You play for championships. That's really what it is. But if you're fucking making long runs, you're fucking balling. It's a team sport. Teams lose. The losses are on the best player. You're the fucking captain of the team for sure, but not entirely. You get what I'm saying? It's a team sport.
Yeah.
So the whole I don't know, man. Like, did Kevin Love shoot less shot? He got less touches. Obviously, he's going to score less. But was he more effective in winning games on the Cavs than he was with the Timberwolves?
100%.
Well, fucking yeah, right? Fucking A. So it's to me the whole narrative of like he makes his teammates worse. It's like, bro, Mo Cheeks was a fucking all-star.
He learned how to fit in, not fit out.
Sometimes you have to fucking pause. No, but sometimes you got to fucking reel yourself back in, and you have to fucking kill your ego a little bit to win.
Yeah.
You got to figure out who you are on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Or you just got to learn how to be a role player. I mean, not saying that these guys are role players, more of like the Tristan Thompson, or the ones they acquired, J.R. Smith, Shumpert, and then also signed Matthew Dellavedova.
Bro, Delly is my fucking man, bro. I fucking love that fool.
And he came in handy, especially in the 2015 finals.
When he got hospitalized after fucking guarding Curry. And he held Curry to, he wasn't a lot of points. He was, that one game, he was on his ass.
Yeah. It was game 2. Game 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good game. I still watch that every now and then just to reminisce.
Dude, Delly was putting on like a defensive clinic on one of the greatest offensive weapons of all time.
Yeah. So unfortunately they did not win that finals because Love actually got injured in round 1
against the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk dislocated his shoulder.
That was
super fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Super
and then Kyrie,
crazy.
he broke his kneecap in the game 1.
Game 1 against the
overtime,
Warriors.
Yeah. And so it kind of felt like, LeBron first time,
Yeah.
The Warriors won the title, but many believe Cleveland would have won if they were healthy. And then this leads us into finally what we've been trying to talk about the whole episode, the 2016 season. So they start off really well. They actually go 30-11 by January.
Yeah.
And I say by January because in January something interesting happens.
They fired their coach,
David Blatt.
Mm-hmm.
So on January 22nd, 2016, despite holding the best record in the Eastern Conference, not the best record in the league, of course, that would of course belong to the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, the 73-win Warriors.
Who I think had already won 30 games by this point also, and probably were in the 40s by that point.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But David Griffin made the surprising move due to alleged locker room friction and concerns about the team's championship readiness, and Tyronn Lue was promoted. Now, this has only worked out one other time. It was the 1982 season when the coach of the Lakers at the time...
Oh, Woodhead.
Paul Westhead, yes.
Paul Westhead. They got rid of Westhead, and then Riles took over, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because Westhead was like a super brainiac guy, like an analytics kind of guy before the time, but he was the protege of the coach beforehand that had gotten...
Which sucks because like that guy that got hurt, he was the true architect of Showtime. He was the one that came up with
the bike.
But he fell off the bike.
Yeah,
and
he got fucked up. He got like a stroke. No, like he got fucked up really bad. He had like a brain injury.
Yeah,
and Westhead took over, and Westhead was like his protege, and Westhead was like, "I'm gonna make it my own." It's like, motherfucker, this is Showtime. Like it's working.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna switch it up? And then that's when Magic Johnson did the whole like, me or him, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the fucking star.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked out. They won, right?
Yeah.
They won.
But Tyronn Lue got promoted, and we've got we're really trying to figure out the team identity. We've got LeBron, of course, Kyrie ISO scoring. You got your physicality, you got your experience, your veterans. There's a bit of like questions about like chemistry and whether or not everything's going to work out, but especially in terms of like going against the Warriors again, who, like I said, had.
It's very clear that that's who they were going to meet in the finals. Yeah, they were on a fucking tear.
Yeah, I mean a 24-game win streak before their first loss.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Many believe they were unbeatable, but in round one, they sweep the Detroit Pistons, the Cavs. This is the I'm trying to think who was on this team. Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
It was coached by, what's his name? He was coached with White and the Magic. I want to say Van Gundy, Van Gundy. I know, Stan Van Gundy.
Stan Van Gundy.
He was also the GM of the time. Round two, it was kind of sad because the previous year in 2015, the Cavs faced the Atlanta Hawks, who were the 1 seed in the East.
Is it the Al Horford Hawks, right?
Al Horford, Jeff Teague, because he's always there.
Teague is always in some shit. Yeah,
he was at Martin Luther King. He was March on Washington.
He was at Jim Brown's funeral and shit, dude. Teague is everywhere. Yeah,
he's everywhere. But they got swept. They got swept in the conference finals in 2015, and then in 2016 they lost. And another sweep in round two. They never beat LeBron. And I remember T got really pissed off. I can't remember if it was 2015 or 2016, but I remember he talks about this on the show that he just like tried to shove.
He threw LeBron into the cameras.
I'm so pissed off about never winning a game against this guy. But the conference finals, they what sucks is about this year's conference finals is it would have been the closest chance that D Wade and LeBron would have gotten to playing each other in the playoffs, because that never happened. And it would have been here, but they lost. The Heat lost in 7 to the Raptors.
Yeah.
And the Raptors
were a very good fucking team.
Yeah.
They were a very good team. The DeRozan,
Kyle Lowry,
Van Vliet. They had fucking Van Vliet was with them at the time. No,
he was. I want to say 2017 or 2018.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry, Thick Boy Lowry.
Yeah.
DeRozan.
This is like right before OG gets drafted.
Yes.
So it's
yes.
But yeah, they lost in 6 games to the Cavs, the Raptors, and they moved back into the NBA Finals. This is also the start of Lebronto, by the way.
Of course, yeah. He hits this fucking game where he hit that crazy turnaround fucking bank shot from the fucking out of bounds. Yeah. Like damn near past. It was like just past half court.
That was my favorite LeBron game winner, honestly. The running, just like it's like 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Just
off the left baseline, right?
Yes.
Like yeah. Which one am I talking about? I'm talking about the one where he's on the fucking like damn near on the sideline and like hits like a turnaround bank shot from way the fuck out there.
Yes.
What game was that?
That was Game 3, 2018.
Okay, that one.
So
was
basically, it was like,
sick.
oh, okay, they're
that
getting
one
swept.
was fucking sick. But yeah, no, you're right. It's where he hauls ass down the left side of the court, running out of time. He just float. It does like a floaty bank shot.
Yeah.
And yeah. Fucking high off the glass, perfect shot.
Great fucking
Great
game.
shot. Yeah.
So what's not so great is how the Cavaliers are losing to the Warriors in games 1 through 4. So the Cavaliers.
But I think we got to talk about how we're all waiting for the Cavs to play the Warriors.
Yeah.
We're all year. We're like, they're gonna run it back. There's no way LeBron doesn't make it back, and there's no way these fucking unstoppable monsters don't make it back. And then they're down 3-1 to the fucking
KD
to the
and
KD,
Westbrook Thunder.
Yeah, right. And so they're down. So it's starting to look like we're not going to get that finals.
Yeah.
Right? It's starting to look like we're not going to get that finals. And like the 3-1 thing it's so fucking poetic. Like, how can you not get romantic about sports? Because they're down 3-1 and they come back. Right? The Thunder fall apart. They come back. They make it to the finals. So it's looking like we're not going to get this fucking dope finals. And then we do get it. And then LeBron goes down 3-1. And it's like, oh, we're going to get a fucking gentleman's sweep. Like, it's not what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the storyline is like, we all want a fucking Game 7, like, slugfest, but it's looking like it's not going to be that way. And for people like me who fucking think LeBron's the GOAT, it's like another one of like, oh, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not, right?
Yeah.
They're down 3-1 to these guys that they should beat. They should have beaten them. You know what I mean? Like, they should beat them. They had them dead in the fucking water before Kyrie gets hurt. Yeah. Even without Love, I think with Kyrie, they win that 2015.
I think so. Yeah.
Right? Because the Warriors were scared of him. It's LeBron James. They were fucking like, they were not ready to play him. But after beating him, their confidence just skyrocketed, and then they just beat the shit out of everyone in the league. So, yeah, we get them. LeBron goes down fucking 3-1.
The series appears over. Yeah, no team in NBA history. They've come back from 3-1 leads, but not 3-1 leads in the finals. That never happened. But then something interesting happens. In Game 5, Draymond Green just kind of punches LeBron in his no-no.
He kicks him. Well, so LeBron steps over him.
Yeah.
Right? Because he contested a shot, fell.
Yeah.
LeBron contested like a shot. LeBron passes. He steps over him, and he kicks him in the balls from the ground.
Yeah. And
calls him a bitch in front of a press row. All of the press is right there. Now, should they have suspended Draymond Green for that game? For just that, for kicking him in the balls and calling him a bitch? No. People talk shit crazy in the finals.
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't just for that game. It was because he had hit so many flagrants throughohout the season.
Exactly, 100%.
If you get a certain amount of flagrants,
I'm right there with you. But that's what people forget. Everyone's talking about, like, everyone's like, they fucking did that to fix it, to go to a Game 7, blah, 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 blah. It's like, the guy was fucking people up all year.
Yeah.
It was kicked Steven Adams in the fucking balls multiple times. And poor Steven Adams is too fucking nice to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Right? But he was on a tear all fucking year, beating the shit out of people, getting flagrants up the ass. It was Adam Silver's like, hey, I know that you're on a championship team. I know that you're a big part of this championship team. But, like, no one's bigger than the fucking NBA shield. No one's bigger than the logo.
Yeah.
And you're fucking it up. And we're not going to just let you get away with this shit in the finals. Especially, too, at the time, the face of the fucking NBA. You can't you could punk everyone. You can't get away with these shenanigans against LeBron James.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine someone kicked fucking Michael Jordan in the balls. David Stern would have fucking hung those. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. You can't kick the fucking face of the league in the balls.
Yeah.
And call him a bitch. It just doesn't work that way. Because remember, the league, before Magic Johnson, before Jordan, right? Like, people were fucking fighting. It was the league was a fucking super roughhouse fucking league.
The 70s, yeah, it was probably the worst because you got fighting and
drugs and alcohol, and like, bro, the fucking league almost like was not profitable. Like the before Magic Johnson, Larry Bird,
they were tape delaying games,
bro, because it was a fucking liability to have it on TV because they were doing fucking shenanigans. You know what I mean? So Yeah, bro. So like, Draymond's moving backwards in time with his shenanigans all year, and he thinks he could pull it off in the finals and get away with that shit in the finals, and you can't. You can't do that shit in the finals. You're fucking up the product. And I think he was justifiably suspended. He should have been suspended. He had been a fucking dickhead the whole year.
Yeah.
Is he fucking great? He's one of the greatest. He is he's the guy that moves the ball for that team.
Yeah.
He's fantastic, bro. I'm not saying he's a shitty player, but you can't get away with shenanigans for that long and then try to pull it on the fucking face of the league. It's bad for the brand. You know? So I think he was suspended justifiably. That's
me. I do too. I also think it helped the Cavs out, though.
1,000,000%. Yeah, for sure. He's the best fucking defender, and he's the engine of that team.
Play caller and stuff like that.
The offense starts with him, right? Like, Steph Curry's doing all this off-ball shit, but Draymond is, like, catching the setups. Well, because Steph Curry's he's running to set up plays, and Draymond's reading his fucking routes that he's damn near running to set him up for a fucking shot.
Yeah.
He's fantastic at his job. He's the greatest at what he does, in my opinion, of being like, I'm going to fucking play defense. I'm going to fucking set up Steph to shoot, and I'm going to, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to hit Clay when he's open. Their offense doesn't work. That team isn't good without him.
Yeah.
To say that it's like, oh yeah, like Curry was carrying him. Like, nah, bro, he was a splash brother too, remember?
Yeah.
He used to shoot the fuck out of it.
That was actually his best season.
He was, bro. Shooting. He was a fucking beast. He was. I mean, he's still good. But
Game 7, and we'll get to Game 7. Should have been his redemption game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But before we get to Game 7, I just want to quickly mention Game 5. Great game.
41-41.
41-41, and then Game 6, Curry gets ejected.
Oh, because he throws the fucking mouthpiece.
Yeah.
And he hits the
ref.
The ref.
Yeah. But let's go up to Game 7. Very highly anticipated game, the culmination to one of the greatest NBA seasons of all time. And I want to talk about 3 key moments: the block, the shot, and the stop.
Yes.
So, of course, we've got the block. At the end of the fourth quarter, close near the end, the game is at deadlocked at 89 for a while. And there's a shot that J.R. Smith misses, and Iguodala gets the rebound. Iguodala to Curry, Curry to Iguodala. Iguodala goes up for the layup, and then just out of nowhere, like just goes from like 0 to 100, as Drake says.
If you watch that highlight, he chases him. He sees the play developing, and that's, people don't realize how fucking fast LeBron James is.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, he's just big and moves. It's like, he's big and he's fucking fast. You know what I mean? Like, he hawked that shit down from way back, and he timed it. The perfect jump, the perfect fucking reach, perfect to pin it against the thing and not make it a goaltend.
Yeah.
Dude, his head damn near hits the backboard when he makes that block.
Yeah.
Blocked by James. That is a massive momentum changer.
Yeah.
Massive momentum changer. Not as big as the shot, in my opinion. Because remember, you're going to talk about the shot, but when they get to the shot, they're missing back and forth.
For like multiple possessions.
Bro, I want to say like 4 or 5 possessions a pop. Right? It's like 8 misses in a fucking row.
Yeah.
It's like 8 or 9 misses in a row where they're getting stops. It's not even stops. They're just missing shots.
Yeah.
Because they're both playing like, they knew, and I feel like we as the audience knew. I knew for a fact. I go, whoever makes it. I remember telling my little brother, we're watching the finals. I'm telling my little brother, I go, whoever makes the next shot is going to win the game. Like, the momentum right now is up for grabs. Whoever makes the next shot wins the game, as long as they don't like catastrophically fuck it up. Like fucking, like, I don't know. What's his name? Fucking
Aaron Fox.
Aaron Fox. Do the fucking, bro, do the Drew Holiday and dribble it out, you stupid fuck. What is wrong with you? Completely different series if he fucking runs that ball out.
He won that finals MVP. He just forgot, like, you need to win the finals first.
You dumb bastard, bro. So dumb. So also, box out the fucking inbound man, bro. Yeah. Especially when it's OG, bro. Okay. All right. So the block. He gets the block.
Then we can move on to the shot. Okay. They switch Kyrie onto Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie does the dance, takes the shot. It goes in. probably the biggest shot in Cleveland sports history.
100%.
Biggest shot in Kyrie's career, to be honest. I don't think
I don't think there's very few players that have had a shot with that much gravity behind it.
Yeah. Because it finally breaks the deadlock, and they're at 92, 89 finally.
Mhm.
And then we get to the stop. Surprisingly, someone who's not known for their, like, keen perimeter defense,
Mhm.
Kevin Love locks up Steph Curry.
Oh, he's playing out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
If you watch the film on that, the way he's moving his feet is like, bro, it's like the only way I can describe it as like a guy that used to play, because I didn't play basketball, like organized basketball.
Mhm.
It looked like an offensive lineman pass blocking. Like his fucking feet are just boom, boom. I know that I'm not faster than you, but I'm big enough to go where you're gonna be and make you rethink you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's boom, boom. He's pepper stepping the whole fucking. It was so dope. It was so dope to see a not a defensive fucking stud lock in and be like, oh, I fucking used to play defense. It's you know what I mean? Like, because everyone plays defense in college.
Yeah.
You know, it was, yeah. He fucking clamps him up. You're absolutely correct.
And it's crazy because he makes Steph miss that shot.
Mm-hmm.
They eventually get the ball back, and they set up a play where, like, Kyrie tries to lob the ball up to LeBron, but Draymond blocks it. I always like to joke that, like, I feel like there's an alternate universe where LeBron made that dunk and, like, COVID doesn't happen or something like that.
That shit, yeah. Fucking
just like things work out.
Kyrie
like,
doesn't decide to fucking leave to the Celtics. Yeah. Doesn't decide to ruin the Celtics locker room for for what, 2 seasons?
Yeah. But, you know, he doesn't. There's like a half second where, like, nobody really realizes this, but, like, imagine if LeBron actually got hurt off that Draymond, like, block play.
Mm-hmm.
He gets hurt. Fucking, they have to, because if he got hurt and somebody else, like, the other team can choose who to make the free throws. So let's say they make Tristan Thompson make the free throws, and he misses both. They tie the game, go into overtime. Without LeBron,
yeah, they lose.
Yeah, they lose. But LeBron gets up, makes the free throws, stop. It's over.
Yeah.
Like,
especially because historically LeBron is like not a great free throw shooter, so the fact that he sinks them is like a big fuck you to Skip Bayless and all the people that are always like, he can't make free throws.
Yeah.
They're called free throws for a reason. It's like,
yeah.
All right, bro, whatever, fuck it. Yeah, let's forget that he's the best scorer. He's the fucking he scored the most points of all time. His free throws are, and he's like a 70% free throw shooter, so he's not even like a terrible free throw shooter.
Yeah.
He's just not elite, you know? But yeah, fucking.
But, yeah. Clock goes down to 0. Cavs win.
Cleveland.
This is for you.
This is for you.
That's actually what I'm naming this episode.
That's fire. Yeah, name it that. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
And the promise is upheld. He brought a championship to Cleveland. The only one that they've gotten to this day so far. At least basketball
one they're gonna get for a long time, bro.
Yeah, unless something major changes, because
Jaylen Brown goes to the fucking Cavs.
Maybe not even then.
No. You gotta get rid of Harden.
Yeah, but yeah, the team seemed to unravel a bit after that. They had a really good 2017 postseason until they ran into the Kevin Durant Warriors.
Unfair,
or more like the Warriors plus Kevin Durant.
Yeah, because they were still, yeah, bro, yeah. But Sean Livingston was still with them and shit, dude. Or no, they got rid of Sean Livingston for Kevin Durant. He was part of that trade, I believe.
No, he was actually. They got rid of what was his name? They got rid of Bogut, and then they got rid of
the French guy. No,
it was he was actually on the Spurs.
Oh, Bogut was the fucking Australian dude. No,
yeah. Can't remember. He made a lot of terrible shots in 2016, which is why the Warriors got rid of him. Can't remember his name though. It's gonna eat me inside. If I end up clipping this part, I'll just like write something that says like, "How the hell did you not know about him, you idiot?" But yeah, the team seemed to collapse in 2017, especially in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2018 onwards, eventually LeBron leaves, but no one's ever gonna forget that memory of that 3-1 comeback.
No, bro.
It's one of the greatest finals ever. And some people think it is the greatest finals ever. I definitely think it's up there. I have a soft spot for 2010, but that's just me. But yeah,
Against the Celtics?
yeah,
Yeah, the Lakers Celtics, that was a storybook ending for sure.
yeah.
For sure. Very Kobe-esque that he sucked ass in game 7.
Yeah.
Very Kobe-esque to be like, because obviously, since he passed away, everyone's like he's even more
Revered
than he was already, which rightfully so.
Yeah.
But bro, Ron Artest there was no game plan for Ron Artest because we didn't think he was gonna fucking score like that.
Yeah.
Also, Kendrick Perkins getting hurt.
Yeah. And game 6.
Huge. And I'm not saying that
because Celtics are up 3-2 in that.
Yes, bro, and I'm not saying like Perkins is the fucking greatest defender of all time and this and that, but like he was an integral part of that team.
Especially since like everyone just like got the rebounds like afterwards. Like Kobe had his best rebounding game of the series afterwards. So
yeah, it's that one killed us. But yeah, 2010 was fucking good on you guys for beating us.
Yeah. But anyways, if you don't agree with 2016, let us know what your favorite finals is, final series, finals moments, anything about that. What you thought of the 2026 finals, just anything. Who knows where we're going to be in 10 years? Maybe Cleveland will win its second championship. Maybe.
Let us know if you think Jay Will can say the N-word, bro. Let us know. I think that's important because I think he should, but I don't really have the validation to be able to approve that.
Let us know. All right. Well, thank you, Ceez, for agreeing to be on this episode of An Idiot's Guide to Sports History.
For sure, dude. I wish we would have started recording sooner, bro. We were having a ball.
We pretty much had the length of another episode conversation before we had started recording.
But that conversation was more like a comedy thing. It was a basketball themed comedy podcast rather than like an informative one. But yeah, dude, I can talk this shit forever. I love basketball.
All right. Well, I do too.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being on. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Go watch some more sports. Thank you. And goodbye.